So we are here in Fresno, California, getting ready. Actually, we already started flushing out this Nort's water heater. It's tankless. These are Granville Homes, new subdivision down Fowler and Clinton here in Fresno. I'm not sure if it said Clovis, but anyway, so Granville, whoever their plumber is, they went ahead and put a flush kit in here, which is great. Otherwise, it's hard to flush these units out. You have to disassemble things and try and flush it and then get it back together without leaking. So anyways, hot and cold's hooked up. 3 gallons of distilled white vinegar, that's what you use. Bucket, submersible pump, and then you can see the water flowing here. So all we got here, 1/3 horse submersible pump, superior pump, pumps the water up to the cold side, takes it through the heat exchanger, comes back out the hot side, and dumps back into the bucket. So no big deal. What I like to do when we first get started is come out while the unit is still, everything's still turned on, and go ahead and activate the relief line. And what it does is it fires up the unit, and you'll hear some clicking noises inside. That's the little indicators, the sensors and the solenoids ramping up to get this unit ready to heat water. Once those click and this unit fires, I go ahead and I shut the power off, which you can see is down. So I shut that off, I shut the gas off, and then I go ahead and shut the water off. So cold water here normally is straight up and down, vertical. Now it's perpendicular. Same thing with the hot side back in there. You can see the red back in there. It's perpendicular. Shut the waters off, and then these two, hot and cold on the top, open these up. There's little caps that come on here. They're safety caps. Those are on there. Just unscrew them. And then the hot, turn it on. Cold, turn it on. And then I like to activate this line again. If you've closed it, activate it again, and it helps release all of the remaining water that is in the unit. Once that's done, hoses go on, not real tight, but so they're not dripping, hot and cold, and then start pumping that vinegar through there. So we let this run for about an hour. You can see you got really good flow. And this home, I'm gonna guess, is about a year old. Reason why is I shop right down the street from here at Ferguson, which is right off of Fowler and Belmont. This is Fowler and Clinton, and I remember them working in this area. I don't even think the subdivision is built out yet. So anyways, we're gonna let this run for an hour, and we may or may not take another video when we're done. Do have one problem right here, minor issue. You got a little bit of water weeping out of this cold shut-off valve. When we turn it back on, if it stops dripping, great. If not, we'll have to try and see if we can get into that packing nut, which is behind the valve, and maybe tighten it down a little bit and see if we can get that to stop dripping. That is outside of our scope of work. If we can get it to stop dripping, great. There'll be no extra charge. If we can't, like I say, we're just here to flush the unit, but we'll see if we can get that tightened down for you when we get done. Outside of that, this service call is done. Okay, we're still in Fresno, California. We just finished flushing this, so it's been running an hour. Got the pump pulled off of there and the caps put back in place. So previously you saw that both of these valves were off, the hot and the cold. And of course the gas is still off, so it's perpendicular to the line when it's in line with the valve itself. That's on, so it's still off. Power's still off. What we like to do when we first get done flushing, these would be on right now. Those would be on, hot and cold. Water's off, and then the pump's hooked up, and we flush it. When we get done, what we like to do first is we go ahead and we shut the cold water off, and we turn the cold water onto the unit right there, and we go ahead and run cold water into the unit and let it come out this hot hose, and that flushes out all the remaining vinegar that's in that unit. Okay, so could have done it while it was still hooked up, but I already unhooked everything and got it picked up and put on the truck. But you can see that that's open right now. If you were to take this cap off right there, water would be squirting you in the face. So when you're done with that, flush about 5 gallons of water through there. That'll get all the vinegar out of the unit. Once you're done, both these guys get shut off, hot and cold. Caps go on tight. Cold water's still on, and then you turn the hot water on. Once you got that on, come over here, turn the power on, and then this valve, turn the gas on. So you can see the gas is in line now, and the power is up. To check it and make sure it's working, what we want to do is we want to take this and activate this manually and see if we fire it up and gets hot water coming out. So So right now you can see the burners going, and if you look at that, see that my screen goes kind of smoky. That's the exhaust from this unit. So it's burning. You got hot water down there, and it's set at 120 degrees, so everything's working fine. And then just flip that back down, and you're good to go. So this will ramp back down and shut off, and everything else will be good. A lot of water in there. On the bottom of that. Well, it does have a condensation line run down, so I guess that water rolls down into some kind of a reservoir down there, and then that white PVC line that goes down to your drain, it drips out of there, so you should be good. Outside of that, we are done.